Alright, Casshern Sins, Episode 10, A Man Entrapped by the Past.
I didn't even pay attention to the name. I'm glad you remembered. Well, this episode mostly focused on, Dio and Leda more than Casshern, because he doesn't even really show up except in flashback and at the end for 10 seconds.
Yeah, we're introduced to the character of, Dune, who is a really interesting one, to say the least, who is mostly right now, mostly what we know is that he was the Luna's personal guard, and he's really, right now, he's just really obsessed with Luna, and he can't let go of the past.
Yeah, which they kind of had parallel with Dio's character a lot, because Dio is constantly caught up in the fact that Casshern was the one, to kill Luna and, gain the immortality. And he kind of always has felt inferior to Casshern ever since. So he's been kind of, letting that, hold him down all these years. So.
Yeah. Because he's talking to, he's looking at Dune and he's saying how pathetic he is for not being able to let go of the past. But then he's yeah, he's just like me. Because I can't let go of the past either.
Yeah. And then we kind of get, Leda's, motivations for all of this. Which I don't remember going anywhere, really.
No, they didn't go anywhere
because
she kind of kept them in the forefront, I guess. We were aware of them, or we're reminded of them, I guess. But yeah,
she's just looking to pretty much use Dio so that she can get both immortality and a robot empire. So she's really just looking after herself, even though she spends a lot of time trying to build Dio up because she's going to use him for her own purposes. Because she's constantly Dio, you're amazing, you're awesome, you're the best, you can do it. Just so that he'll, do all the work for her. So
he's basically her figurehead. So he's going to be the one who everybody's looking at, but she's going to be the puppet master in the shadows. That's basically what she is going for. So one thing that I noticed throughout the episode was that the animation seemed to be a little bit lower.
Are you sure that just wasn't the file? Because I thought it was just the file.
I think this is the Blu-ray still.
I know I saw it too, but I was just under the impression that it was the file.
Well, I know that the file is only 720p as opposed to 1080p as of the actual discs, but it's still doesn't look, that part aside, it just doesn't, the animation looked a little bit lower par.
Yeah, I like I said, I saw that too, but I don't know. It wasn't too obtrusive.
Yeah. One of the other things that I liked about the episode was the symbolism with that blue flower that was wilting. It looked kind of like a rose, a blue rose. Dune Dune kept seeing it, and it's not clear whether he was actually seeing a flower there in front of him, or if it was just an illusion, which it probably was an illusion because of his state of mind.
Kind of crazy.
So he's probably thinking he saw it, and then whenever he reached out to touch it, it would crumble.
Yeah, kind of like kind of symbolizing, that the past is over, really, because he got, the blue rose thingy from Luna, and he's kind of held on to that for so long, and then at the end, when he reaches out to grab it, and it turns into dust, it's kind of like...
You can't get it back.
Yeah, the past isn't the past, and that's kind of how it is. So it's kind of like him realizing that, I think. So.
And I guess one other thing about how Dio is also trapped in the past was how when Dune compared him to Casshern, he went berserk because he just hates being compared to Casshern, or being confused with Casshern, because he hates Casshern so much.
Yeah, so he kind of freaked out and tried to destroy the crap out of him, which I really like that fight between Dune, Dio, and Leda. I like how Dune has the cool scythe things that come out of his chest.
Yeah, those things are pretty awesome.
So,
I guess this episode was mostly an introduction to Dune's character and who we're gonna see more of, and revealing of Dio and Leda's plan, more so Leda's, and the army that they had gathered.
Yep, and what they're gonna do with that. So, we'll find out more what they plan to do later on in the show.